Madeline, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Come As You Are by Nirvana on the guitar. Huge shout out and thank you to my patrons for voting on this song as this month's patron picks. And here's a quick overview of everything I'll be covering in this tutorial today. And with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so you only need to know 6 chord shapes to play through this song, and we're going to start with our E minor, which looks like this and sounds like this. And by the way, if you don't know how to read these chord charts you're seeing on screen, I do cover how to do that in my free beginner course right here on YouTube, so make sure to check that out. The next chord shape is our D major. After that we have our E major. We also have our G major. We have our A major. And then lastly is our C major chord. And those are the only chord shapes you need to know to play through this song. So go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to memorize these chord shapes as well as practice transitioning back and forth between them, because it will make learning the rest of the song so much easier. And if you are someone who's currently struggling with transitioning between your chord shapes fast enough, I would suggest checking out my Practice With Me series where we go through that skill in real time together. But once you have all of that down, let's go ahead and talk about the strumming. Alright guys, so I always start out with a practice pattern, and this is good for people who are new to guitar or people who struggle with singing and playing at the same time. And all you want to do is bring up this song, and we're going to play through it with one single down strum on every chord change as you sing through the song, so you get used to where those chord changes are going to take place. So here's a quick example of what that would look like. Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be. Alright? And you would just basically do that for the entire song and just take a mental note of what word you're singing whenever those chords are changing. This is actually something you can do right now if you check out my Patreon page. I do have this entire guide available to download and print out, so I will make sure to leave that link in the description box down below. Alright guys, so the full strumming pattern I would suggest for this song is not too hard. As you can see, it's just down, down, up, down, up. So let's go ahead and zoom in to talk a little bit more about this rhythm. Alright guys, so we are going to be in an 8th note rhythm today, so it's just going to count like this. We have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Alright? And basically what you want to do is apply this strumming pattern one time through for every chord throughout the song. So if we go ahead and bring up verse 1, you can see we're going back and forth between E minor and D. So we just have our E minor chord on, we have down, 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 up. Then you go to your D chord, down, down, up, down, up. And that's the whole thing. You just go back and forth like that. E minor, D, back to E minor. This is for the whole verse. Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be, as a friend, as a friend. And this strumming pattern is so great because you can apply it for the entire song. So let's go ahead and take a look at that bridge. Now we're just switching chords from D to E minor to E to G, but it's the same strumming pattern. So we have E, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, back and forth between these two chords for all of the bridges. This goes for the choruses as well. Now our chords are our A chord and our C chord. So again, one time through for each chord, we have A, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, back and forth for all of the choruses. And I swear that I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. Alright, so that is the strumming pattern that I would suggest for this song. Alright guys, so again, pause the video and take as much time as you need to practice this strumming pattern and really internalize that rhythm. It'll make singing through the song with it a lot easier if you do that. But let's go ahead and jump into some of these tabs. But wait, really quick, is this video helpful so far? If it is, please make sure to give me a thumbs up as well as leave a comment down below to help me reach more people in YouTube's recommendations. It only takes a second of your time, but it makes such a huge difference for my channel, so thank you so much and let's get on with it. Alright guys, so this first tab I want to show you is kind of like that riff tab that you can hear throughout the song, but very clearly in the intro. It's really quite easy to play. So first of all, if you don't know how to read guitar tabs, I would suggest checking out this video. I made a fun little interactive video that teaches you the basics of how to read guitar tabs. So check that out first and then come back here. But basically all we want to do is we're starting on our D string and you're just going to pick that open. Then use your index finger to do the first fret on the D string. And then your middle finger for the second fret on the D string. So you can hear we're kind of doing a walk. Alright? From there you're going to go next door to your open G string and pick that once. And then your middle finger should still be down on the D string. So you go back to D string, back to G, back to D. Alright, so you can see we're going back and forth there. So if you add the walk, you go. Alright. From here we're almost done. Now you want to go back to your index finger on the D string and then open. So you can see there we're kind of doing a walk down. Alright. And now this time on the G string next door, you want to put your middle finger on that second fret. And then go back to your D string. And you're doing that twice on open, and then back to the G string. Okay? So starting from that walk down. Alright? And from there, it sounds a little unfinished because what you want to do is go back to the beginning of the tab and just start it over. So the tab altogether sounds like this. So that's one time through. If you were to repeat that back to back, it would sound like the song. This plays basically for the intro for sure, throughout the verses, kind of throughout the entire song, except for the bridges and the choruses. So basically if you have a friend or something, one of you guys could play this riff, the other one could do the strumming with the chords, and I think it sounds really good all together. But there is another tab that I wanted to show you guys, which is that solo tab you hear kind of in the middle of the song. This one is also really easy to play. So if you look at the tab at the top of the screen, we're just using our top two strings, our B string and our E string. So you're going to start with your open B string and pick that once. Then use your ring finger to go on the third fret of that B string. And then next door to that high E string, you're going to pick that open. And then back to the open B string. And you do that twice. So we have. And then here at the end, you're going to go back to your ring finger on the B string. And then open E. Now take your middle finger and put that on the second fret of the high E string. And then back to open. And then back to third fret B. Okay, and again, this tab ends right there because you would just go back to the beginning of the tab and repeat it. So the whole solo tab sounds like this. And that goes right in the middle of the song when they are doing the solo. Alright guys, so again, pause the video and take as much time as you need to really look over these tabs and get used to picking one string at a time. This can be new for a lot of beginners. However, I think these tabs are both really simple for beginners to get under their belt. So go ahead and pause and take as much time as you need for that. And then when you get back, we can play through the song. 1, 2, ready, go. Want to have fun jamming through the rest of the song with me? Then make sure to check out my Patreon page where you can unlock access to this as well as all my other fast track and play along guitar tutorials. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description box down below. If you enjoyed learning this song with me, then you should definitely check out this video. Not only does it have a super similar sound and vibe, but it's just as easy to play, so I'll see you over there. Bye!